Hi, this is Shireen from NuYu Voices Emerged, and welcome back to the podcast on today. I came across this quote by Einstein, and he said, "Stay away from negative people because guess what? They always have a problem for a solution." That thing stuck with me for a minute because I was like, wow, that was interesting in it. I was doing some research on the poison of negativity, and I guess that's what we will title this podcast for today is the poison of negativity. There was a study done by Stanford University in which in the study it talked about how in our mind, in our brains, we release about 2,000 secretions, chemical secretions that are released out of our brains into the bloodstream when we have good or bad thoughts. The other thing, which John Hopkins did a study in which they said 70%, not a lot, excuse me, let me give you the actual details. 70% of the diseases and disorders that are affecting our bodies, they are psychosomatic. And again, those things stuck with me because it talked about the power of negativity. And if negativity has that much power, then guess what? Positivity has even more. And so what's happening is that when we think about things, these thoughts, those self-talk, those things where we have heard people over time, our traumas, our experiences, those situations, and people have told us, well, you didn't measure up for this, or you're not good enough for that, or you don't sing, or you're not small enough, or you're not big enough, or you're not tall enough, whatever it may be. Bully for that. Bully for that, for their thoughts. That's their opinion. That's theirs. But you tell yourself to counter that I am enough, that I am better. You see, because all of those negative, they call them cognitive distortions. What it does is we focus more in that negativity. And when we focus more in that negativity, what it does, it now is creating a distortion in our thinking patterns. And therefore, we begin to start believing that stuff. And again, I tell you, bully them for that. When I say bully them for that, it's like, forget what they're saying. It's an old English term. I've been watching a lot of English shows lately. But nonetheless, is that what other people's opinions of you, they do not make you. It should not shape you. What you think of you is what matters. And think of yourself as healed. Think of yourself as beautiful. Think of yourself, guess what? I've sat here and have had 3 kids, and at the size I am, this voluptuousness now, I wasn't like that when I first met my husband. I was like a good, 100 and some pounds. We're not even going to talk about what I am now. But I guess what? It's still in here. But now this body has created people. It has created human beings. So therefore, it has a story to tell. So each one of us, our bodies, our minds, it has a story to tell. We're not just here for naught. We have purpose. We have vim and vigor, you see. So therefore, live your life. Don't worry about what other people think of you. It's what you think of you, which is most important. And so when your self-talk starts to say, oh, you're this, that, other, you're not that, say, no, I am. Counter your own self-talk because you are somebody. Remember that on today. Let that inner voice within be heard. Let it emerge, the you, because you are enough. You are beautiful. You are beautifully and wonderfully made. I tell my kids all the time, I'm wonderfully complex. Yeah, so what? It is what it is. But love you. Before we can love others and this is that and the other, or expecting someone else to love us, we need to love ourselves. And I'm learning that. I had to learn that. I'm grateful for a husband that loves me. But I had to learn that in all of this beautiful voluptuousness, I had to love myself. When it will come off, it's been coming off. It's a slow process. Like I said, 3 kids, I created human beings. Thank God. But hey, it does something to your body. So until next time, remember, change your thoughts, counter those negative thoughts, and I urge you to tell it if, hey, I'm not big enough or I'm not small enough, guess what? I am. I am more than enough. So counter those negative thoughts with positive thoughts and keep them negative, toxic people out of your life. So until our next time, hang in there and let your voice emerge.